Alright, well, I know I said I wasn't going to buy anything else. It's probably going to be quite a common theme until I get the engine back from the machine shop, which it's been 2 months now. Anyway, said I wasn't going to buy anything. I had to buy some stuff for around the house, so I don't know why I picked this up, but I picked up one of these little Chinesium oil catch cans to plumb into my PCV to get that away from the carburetor. Maybe that'll help it run a little better. I don't know. I also picked up these sweet magnetic lights. There, let me see if I can do this with one hand. It's a little stick light with a magnet, and it charges with a little micro mini USB, whatever it is. So anyway, working on this, but I figured the best place in this whole engine bay here is going to be using that screw right there. But of course, it's freaking rusted on there. So, gotta break out the Dremel tool, cut it off, and we'll get going. Alright, I had to stop and do some figuring because my current setup, I couldn't reach those two Allen bolts right there. It just was tight enough, too tight of clearance between the radiator support. I couldn't get an Allen head in there, an Allen key in there. What I figured out, if I pull the canister off this thing, I can at least get to that bottom hole. But then that left that top hole there, and how I'm gonna get to that? But of course, got a bunch of hardware everywhere, and I found a regular hex head that fit the hardware that came with this thing. So I think that's all I got to do. I'll use the hex head on the top bolt there, if this thing would ever focus, and then I can get to the bottom bolt just without the canister on the bottom of this thing. So that's what we got to do. I had to put the bolt in there and then put this mounting bracket on. There are just clearance issues everywhere, but should be good to go now. I need to pull that off. All right. Okay, now just to plumb it up. I freaking don't have enough hose to get from there to there. Of course. This is why everything takes me like 3 times as long as it should. One of my neighbors claims that I do it so I don't have to spend time with my, my wife and kids. But that's not true. I love my wife and kids. I just hit a snag every step of the way. Anyway, I'm gonna put the filter back on this so I can drive to work this morning, and I'll stop by the parts store and pick up some hose and get this 1 hour long project done in 6 hours. Alright, all done. I didn't record it, it was just running hose basically. Obviously I had to remove the air filter there because I'm running it off my PCV. I'd considered replacing the breather with the catch can, but after reading a little bit I decided it's more beneficial for the PCV system so that the carburetor's breathe in as fresh air as it can, not choke down with oil. I know this isn't really, probably isn't really worth too much on a 40-year-old tractor engine, basically, but I don't know, peace of mind, I guess. And it gave me something to do. And it wasn't too terribly expensive. I mean, I think this thing was 30 bucks on Amazon. So you can see how I ran the hose under my brake booster. And then you can see in there, there's the PCV port on the carburetor, and then obviously there's a PCV valve on my valve cover. So that's it. Quick and simple. If I can find a way to cleanly mount another one of these, I think I will replace that with one. But that's a project for another day. Oh, and update. Finally, there's all my 360 stuff. Finally heard back from the machine shop. He should be done with final measurements on the engine by next week, at which point I'll be able to order parts and he'll start his process on that. He's going to put the short block together for me. And then he's also going to install the cam and degree the cam for me. And then I'll pick it up from there and I'll do the top end and finish it out. Hopefully that won't take too long for him to get done once he gets started, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of work and there's going to be a lot of stuff to do for that I know I'm not anticipating, but it'll be a lot better Jeep to drive, especially if I can figure out a way to afford the fuel injection on it. Anyway, that's it.